And then not to mention, the winner side that I talked about, four of those players are going back down there to try to fight their way into top 8. And man, would I be afraid. But we got the double Diddy.
Yes, we do, right?
This
This
really
is
do be
Haze
New Jersey.
versus Marcus. Marcus, formerly known as Great Gonzalez. Haze, both very talented players. Haze recently ranked on the New Jersey PR. Haze, a very, very talented Diddy Kong player in his own right, has been on a come-up ever since Apex, where he beat Pink Fresh, and just known for his very aggressive play, his very, very optimal advantage state, but sometimes can kind of struggle to close out those stocks, right? Struggle to play patient when it matters most. Marcus has got the Diddy, has got the Palutena, has got the Steve, so has, you know, a little bit of a deeper character pool compared to Haze's solo maining, but still very, very talented with this character himself. And as two of the top seeds in this tournament, we're in for a treat right now.
I'm excited. You know what? I heard New Jersey for Fusion, and I was like, I better see a little bit of Diddy. I'm glad I have not been disappointed because this character is lit, let me tell you. The banana play, the conversions, and I'm just excited to watch a little bit of the funny monkey.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the things with this Ditto that makes it super interesting is that the question really becomes, what happens with Banana? Because you don't really want to both be pulling Banana all the time. Because if one player starts to get to juggle both bananas, which most Diddy players are able to do, right? Because Diddy originally did have 2 bananas, which is crazy. Imagine if he had that still in Ultimate, right? But, you know, suddenly, right, the game just becomes unwinnable. So a lot of the time you'll see Diddy's just stop pulling Banana in the Ditto, right? Trying to bait the other one to do it, because you'll get situations like this where one Diddy gets both bananas and it's just so oppressive. These players just showing no fear though, and really it's been Marcus just able to make so much more mileage out of it.
Yeah, I mean, right now, this is looking so clear who is coming through right now. Only 116, 120% on that first stock. This is starting to get a little bit scary, but maybe able to find something on the ledge. Nah, he's still just getting locked down there.
Also, did I say Marcus? I'm sorry, folks. At home, I meant Haze, because it's Haze with the sauce, bringing it all the way to the blast zone, though, because it's going to be Marcus finally getting on the board 2.5 minutes into this game. 107% to his name, though. He is a down tilt up smash away from death, a down tilt fair at lead, and he needs to find a way to get away from the pressure that Haze is managing to just put on relentlessly.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You still have to worry about Banana, and right there, not going to kill, but you're in such a bad position. Double banana field. There, not going to quite find it, and now just trying to chase up, and right there, using the positioning to threaten center stage, push Marcus all the way towards that ledge to that corner, and just securing it up with that up smash.
And exactly, right, that positioning, as you mentioned, so crucial, because not only did he force him to the corner with it, when he threw out that up smash, he threw it out at the ledge of the platform, so he was covering both the dash off plat and the drop through plat there with that frame 5 up smash, along with Charizard, tied for the fastest in the game, just making great use of his tools with that positioning. Haze has really leveled up on that kind of reactive, just I'm gonna get a read, I'm gonna play defensively, I'm gonna slow the pace of the game down a little bit recently. We saw it on full display at the end there, and again here, right, as he's just kind of creating a little bit of space, playing just outside and finding this reversal here early to keep center stage for the moment.
I do like how Haze has been playing a lot of these advantage state scenarios where it's not quite a frame trap, but it's close enough to where even if Haze misses on that follow-up against Marcus, all of a sudden, like, Haze isn't feeling pressure. They could go ahead and shield and not have to worry about if Marcus might swing out of disadvantage.
Absolutely. Right now, this up B, the barrel is going to not find their mark, but they are going to get you back to stage. You had the 2 bananas for just a second, but tripping on one gonna lose that Monopoly. This is not Catan. You rolled a 7 and got just a little bit robbed there, but the banana again, right, just trying to find the pressure. This neutral is intense. These two players using all of their movement mix-ups, all of their stalls, trying to get a read on when the other one's gonna use that flip kick, use that banana, find the way back, and it's just a mad dash for that first stop right now.
These bananas are flying back and forth, and right there, falling out of the up smash, thankfully for Marcus. Doesn't matter, though, that up tilt. Doing a lot better this game, though. I mean, we saw last game was just a blowout for the most part, and already just keeping it nice and close. One more hit, and that could be the stop.
And one of the really interesting things here is the mix-up on whether these players, when they both pull the banana and then go for their own banana and throw it, or then immediately leave it behind them, take stage control, and then go try and grab their opponent's banana. Right? We've seen both come out, but really Haze, who's opted a lot more for that opponent's banana, leaving his behind him, as we see right now, that's really come out on top. It's going to give him a potential opportunity to get it under the platform. That's what the dash attack was looking for, but a little bit late, so it had already despawned.
Yeah, and Marcus just doing a really good job of putting on the pressure. Not gonna be in a good tech scenario there. You don't have to do much tech chasing when that banana is positioned right where you need it. So Haze finding the follow-up there. Now just putting on the pressure with the down tilts. I like how patient Haze is playing within these neutral interactions. Popping down tilts, keeping the banana on play, and then when Haze is throwing the banana, reacting to whether or not that shield has come out, and then being able to go ahead and catch it and find the punish if Marcus has gotten hit by it.
Exactly what you just said, my friend. And right, we've seen Haze's patience just really level up the last month or two, and you know, putting it all together here, it's really exciting to see, because this man has just entered a new level, right? Finding that back air on the jump to not quite find the stock, in a beautiful barrel mix-up, gonna give Marcus one more release on the stock, but the down tilt just gonna miss the back air, but the flip kick grab gonna close it out, covering every single option. Haze has been ready for every trick Marcus has had so far.
Yeah, and Haze really just knows how to use this character. I mean, when you give them one of the, if not the best item in the game, some really good mobility, and then the best flip jump in the game, you know, with that side B, all of a sudden, you can be really cooking in both advantage and in neutral with the mix-ups that you've got here.
I was gonna say, the best flip jump. I don't know about that. Zero Suit wants a couple words with you. But the banana, though, one of the best items for sure. That flip kick gonna find a grab to boot. So, you know, definitely saying, hold on, I've got some hands myself. Don't forget about those. Keeping this edge trap situation going. But the flip kick high, Marcus gonna barely find a way out. This is a mad scramble once again. Marcus is trying to bring this to last thought. Haze doesn't want to even let it get there to close it out. Patience on the banana, but the
catch from both of them. I mean, the banana play has just been immaculate. Not to mention how Haze has been positioning with those forward airs, with those F tilts. The damage output and just the positioning. That's really what it came down to, right?
Mm-hmm. And you know, I totally understand going Diddy Kong here if you're Marcus, right? You are playing this character, it's a newer addition to your roster, relatively speaking, but when you have such deep pockets, you have so many people that you can go. When game one goes the way it did, it's a little surprising to not see you swap over to your Steve, to your Palutena, right? Utilize those other options you have at your disposal that you play at this level, and you're doing it, you're running the Ditto against, you know, one of the best Diddies in the area, maybe only behind Tweak, and it's just, I don't know how I feel about sticking with the character pick.
I totally understand that. I think when it comes down to it, though, like, what is your character pool against Diddy, right? You have Palutena and Steve. Steve is probably the better option out of the two. I just feel like Palu has a lot of options that are pretty easy to catch with banana, especially for a player that was showing such immaculate positioning and spacing as Haze. And so I think the threat becomes, do you switch off onto Steve, or where you were starting to feel yourself a little bit in game one, do you stick with that Diddy, you know? And it's just hard to tell, especially in a best of 3.
No, absolutely. It's just so hard to go the Ditto when you're going up against a player of Haze's caliber. That being said, right, Marcus putting on a show for us, especially in that game number 2, but it's gonna just come up short. He does now, though, have an opportunity down on loser's side to keep things going, waiting on his opponent for just the moment, but us here, we don't have to wait at all to keep these games coming to you folks at home. Yin